If you bet on any of these four teams in the last two international games and lost money, you need to reevaluate your betting process right now and make one simple change because, regardless of who you bet on, you shouldn't have lost money. And I'll quickly explain why. Now, there's an old saying in sports betting: when to bet is often more important than who to bet. And what that refers to is like timing the market in order to get the best possible number. But when it comes to the Falcons Colts game in Berlin, Germany last week, no matter when you bet, the point spread of 6 or 6.5 was widely available all week. So if you happen to bet the Colts minus 6.5, you made a terrible bet. And not because it lost, but just because 6 was available, and actually even 5.5 was once available earlier in the week. If you bet the Falcons plus 6, you obviously pushed, but it's still a very bad bet because 6.5 was widely available. Same goes for yesterday's Week 11 game, Washington Miami. If you bet Miami minus 3, congrats, you got a push. You didn't lose money, but you made a terrible bet because minus 2.5 was widely available at any time. If you bet Washington plus 2.5, it's the worst type of bad bet. It's a bad bet that also lost. Because sometimes you can get away with bad bets and win, same way good bets can lose. Some of you may be thinking, but my sportsbook account only had this number for a spread. And this is my point here. You need options to shop around for lines. I run a sports betting educational Discord. One of the most common questions I get asked is, what's the best thing I can do to help me win more? I always answer it the same way, and it's line shopping. It's something anyone can do, and it will 100% have a direct positive impact on your results. And when I say you need multiple accounts to shop lines, I'm not saying you need 20 different accounts all funded with thousands of dollars. I mean, yes, the more accounts, the better, but for now, I'm just saying you got to have some options, especially today with so many sports books available. If you live in a state that has US sportsbook apps, you obviously want those, but you also want a couple offshore accounts as well. Most importantly, for anyone who's taking sports betting seriously, you should try and have as many credit accounts with bookies as well. I have my recommendations for each type of sportsbook posted in my Discord. I should note what I've said in this video is all under the assumption you are someone who takes sports betting seriously. If you bet for fun or entertainment, then bet wherever you want or wherever is most convenient. But keep in mind, don't think for a second that you can bet for fun and entertainment, then also show a profit at the end of the year. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work that way. Sure, you're going to have winning weeks and even luck box some winning months, but who cares if by the end of the year you're down a bunch of money? It's already close to impossible to win long term regardless of the approach you have. One thing's for sure, if you lost money betting on the spread in games like these last two international games shown on the screen, you don't stand a chance unless you start line shopping and being aware of the numbers. Any questions? Let me know in the comment section below.